3, 2, 1.
Reader's letters.
Have you ever had an embarrassing experience? Last week we asked readers to tell us about embarrassing experiences. We received hundreds of letters. Here is a selection.
My most embarrassing experience happened when I had just left university. I had just started teaching in a Liverpool secondary school. One morning my alarm clock didn't ring. I had forgotten to wind it up. I woke up at 8:30 and school began at 9. I quickly washed, shaved, dressed, jumped into my car and drove to school. When I arrived, the students had already gone into class. I didn't go to the staff room, but went straight into class. After 2 or 3 minutes, the students began laughing, and I couldn't understand why. Suddenly, I looked down and understood. I had put on one black shoe and one brown shoe. Stanley Hooper, B.A., Preston, Lancashire.
The most embarrassing experience I've ever had happened 2 years ago. My wife and I had driven into town to do some shopping. The streets were very busy and we were holding hands. Suddenly, my wife saw a dress that she liked in a shop window and stopped. I started looking at some radios in the next window. After a minute or two, I reached for my wife's hand. There was a loud scream and a woman slapped my face. I hadn't taken my wife's hand. I'd taken the hand of a complete stranger. Len Bailey, Sheffield, Yorks.
My husband and I had decided to buy a new house, and I'd made an appointment to see our bank manager. I'd never met him before, and I was a bit nervous. I drove into town, and I was lucky enough to find a parking space outside the bank. I'd just started reversing into the space when another car drove into it. I was furious. I opened my window and shouted at the other driver. He ignored me and walked away. It took me 20 minutes to find another space. As soon as I'd parked the car, I rushed back to the bank. I was 10 minutes late for my interview. I went to the manager's office, knocked and walked in. The manager was sitting behind his desk. He was the man who had taken my parking space. Kate Kirby, Portsmouth, Hants.
Why don't you write and tell us about your most embarrassing experience?